You see, there's what we call content marketing these days. It's not direct marketing. You're not saying come and buy. What you're saying is, I have what you need. There are two different things.
Wow.
You're suggesting I have what you need, and oh yes, he has. So how would you suggest that I have what you need? Is by talking about what I have. Just talking about it. Just trying to give value first.
Somebody told me that you can market in two ways, by pushing and by pulling.
Exactly.
You seem to be talking about the pulling.
Yeah, the pulling part. The pulling part. You see, it's most likely.
Which is what personal branding is all about. So you don't push your product. You just pull your prospects.
You just suggest to them.
So don't push your product at your prospect. You pull your prospect towards your product.
Yes, exactly.
In a gentle, subtle manner.
They wouldn't know that they have been sold to. All right, and then for you, you're also just being a good person. I have good information. Here's a little bit of it. I have more.
In my storehouse.
Yeah, and they say, oh yes, you have more. I think I like what I saw. I think I need it. So what more?
I need more.
What more do you have? Then you can then put some more value on it.
Yeah, and then negotiation can lead to an alert on your phone.
An alert on
your bank.
Yeah, which makes you very happy.
Oh sure, it makes everybody very happy.
Yeah.
You know, so seeking platforms.
Yes.
You've told us that the more relevant groups you belong to and are conscious of your presence and what values you carry, the more likely you're going to get platforms where you can, you know, push out your content. What about you creating your own platforms as well, physical platforms now?
Oh yes.
Does that work?
Yes, it does work. It does work, but it takes a lot of patience to build it as well. It takes a lot of patience to build it as well.
How do you go about that?
You know, if for instance,
I mean, we can understand the online thing. How do you go about creating a platform? You can create a virtual platform. You understand that to an extent. What about the physical platform? How do you create, nurture, nourish, and grow your own physical platform?
Like I said, first you must take advantage of the people around you. First.
So you start from
your inner circle. Start from your family. If your brother cannot listen to you, that person on the next street cannot listen to you. If your estate or your community can listen to you, the next streets can listen to you. If your church group can listen to you and enjoy you, then another church or mosque can invite you to come and speak. So leverage on the people you have around you first. When you leverage on them, then they become your mouthpieces. Now, while you're speaking, someone is recording you or sharing live for you. All right, and then other people are seeing it. In that case, you are not marketing. You are not advertising, but you are being branded. Someone is saying he knows how to do it. Not you saying it, not you paying someone to do it. And word of mouth is very, very strong.
Is the most potent form of marketing.
Very, very, very potent. So take advantage of your immediate network, your old school association, your group in church, your group in school, even as a student, your department. What you have to present to them, and do you take on every opportunity that comes to you to speak? Don't shy away from it.
Take on every opportunity to speak.
Take on every opportunity.
I read that in somebody's book.
Take on every opportunity to speak, because you don't know who's listening. You really don't know who's listening at every point in time.
So creating your own platform is not about you renting an hall. It's big overhead, and the number of people that can come to that hall is limited anyway.
Exactly.
So, but it's about you, first of all, branding your service. Let people understand what they are getting. Whenever they come to listen to you. Whether online or offline. And once you are able to communicate that strongly and effectively, begin to look for platforms all over the place. And then every platform that you're offered, whether they're going to pay you for it or not, just seize it. Give your best. And give it your best. That's the summary of what you have been telling us over the last few minutes. And I bet a lot of people are going to call you to come and speak for free or for near free or for pittance. So you seem to be saying that the strategy for marketing or for growing in this business is give to get.
Give first. Give first.
Give first.
Give first.
So if you don't have a heart of giving, you won't likely go far. First.
And be excited when you're giving for free as you are excited when you're giving for a fee.
I think if there's nothing people are taking away from this conversation, because we don't hold interviews. On talk, that's why it's talk with Femi Badiola. It's a conversation.
An interesting one at that.
An interesting conversation. Hoping that in that conversation there will be nuggets and lots of valuable materials that can help entrepreneurs across various sectors out there. So if there's anything anyone is going to say that they've gained today, is the fact that on your journey towards being a big time speaking businessman, you're going to have to do a lot of pro bonos along the way. And then by the time your stature grows, by the time you're well known, you can begin to cherry pick your speaking schedule.
Exactly. And in those times you're giving freebies, you're working on your craft.
You're working on
your craft. You're working on your topic. You're working on your subject. And
how do you do that?
Oh well, you know you're going to make mistakes there. I mean, those are the platforms where you can make mistakes.
That's like failing forward.
Yeah, you fail forward. Well, nobody's going to hold you responsible, or nobody's going to harass you for it because they didn't pay you anyway. All right, but someone is going to give you feedback, and that feedback would make your next presentation even better.
Because you'll have corrected that error.
Exactly.
So the more you speak, the better you get.
The better you get. The better you get. Some people start speaking with a lot of jitters. All right. The first 5 minutes, they just can't get themselves. But now, wake them up in their sleep.
They're good to go.
And they fire.
How about your content? How do you enrich it and make it fresh every now and then? Online resources are one.
Yes, you need to research. Research your topic. Research your topic, not just online.
Your
of course.
Subject.
Yes, and not just online, but books as well. You need to be, if you want to speak, you need to be a vast reader. You need to read wide because it helps you broaden the approach to whatever topic you want to you're trying to present.
So you must have a rapacious appetite.
Yes, glean a lot of information because it's not all the time that you focus on that subject alone. While you're speaking, you might be speaking to different aspects of people's lives as well.
But at any rate, there's no subject that stands alone. Every subject has convergences from other subject matters.
So you need to read wide, read wide, read wide. And of course, relate with people. Be someone who loves people, who loves meeting people. Because while you're relating and speaking with people, they start sharing experiences with you. And it's these experiences plus your own anecdotes of your experiences that you bring on stage. You see, information is passed in a more effective way when you storytelling.
You humanize your materials.
Exactly. So people are able to relate with it. Oh, this thing is talking about, it has happened to someone before. You know how we feel when we watch movies that are based on true life stories. All right. I mean, you really get to cry because you know that it happened to someone.
It's not fiction.
Yes, exactly. So when you can bring that on stage all the time, you captivate your audience. All right. The amount of useful, new information, usable information that the people get, all right, determines if they're going to accept you or draw back from you. Now, I could endure 2 hours sitting with you because my organization asked me to sit down there. All right, but are you going to ask me to pay for another presentation and I would come when I've endured you for 2 hours? Definitely not.
Whereas you're supposed to enjoy me.
Yes.
Not endure me.
Exactly.
Fantastic.